Oh, super.
Hey, what's going on with you?
The worst day ever. I can't find my Snorlax bed anywhere. I've
I
looked
saw a
in
picture of it,
hundreds
didn't
of
I?
boxes. Yeah,
Didn't
so
you send me a
it's.
picture of that somewhere?
I sent you a picture
Yeah,
in
so
my inventory.
no, I saw it set up somewhere. You're like, this is a cool bed.
No, I took it out. I took it out,
Um,
and I set it up for the party planning for Rotom,
okay.
because it's part of a habitat.
The bed is
Yeah, yeah.
for Snorlax, I
I
guess.
have no idea what you're talking
No,
about. I know what
well,
Snorlax is, but
no. I'll take a picture after this. It's for like Weepin' Bell or something weird like that. So I
That's
have no
weird.
idea.
Pokopia
Just
Patrick.
yeah. Join 2026. Um, Mosslax. I'm at Mosslax now,
Nice.
but I spent the entire day yesterday completely cleaning up like the beach for no reason, just going
It's
around fixing
dirty.
stuff,
It's
putting in
dirty.
bridges. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
what are you even
Anyway,
talking about? What is going on?
Pokopia.
We saw Pokopia.
Photopia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pokopia, the newest gaming sensation. Everybody's playing it except for you.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um. Anyway, speaking of you, it was your pick this week. Take it away.
Yeah, so this week I picked Super Troopers. We haven't done it yet. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a cult classic. Follows a bunch of Vermont highway patrolmen who basically do cheeky, funny crap up in Vermont on the highway when the local PD tries to take over and they're trying to avoid getting shut down. So this is part of the Broken Lizard trope, which is like three guys that are a comedy group. They have a series of movies out like Beer Fest, Camp
Mhm.
Dread, Super Troopers 1, Super Troopers 2 finally just came out a little while ago. And I know I'm missing some other ones, Rob. Do you remember any of the other ones?
No, I was never into this as much as you were. I remember. I remember they did a bunch of movies. I actually have never seen the beer one.
Your
Oh,
fist
it's
is pretty good.
Is it?
yeah,
Is it funny?
yeah, it's pretty good.
What about I heard Super Troopers 2? Was that a letdown?
No, no,
No.
but
Didn't
it's
it
more of
hit?
the same, right?
It had
It's
not
not
great
really,
reviews in my
yeah. Well, it's
thought.
because everybody was expecting everything, you know,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
yeah. So everybody was expecting Super Troopers 2 and they gave them Super Troopers 2 and they hated it. So I don't know.
yeah, everybody was expecting Super Troopers 2, but they gave them Super Troopers 1.5.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair
It's
enough.
kind of the same comedy, just they're older, they're not as high as they used to be, I guess, and you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good watch. I enjoyed revisiting it. Um it ages well, I think, with some of the
Yeah.
jokes and everything, and it still makes me chuckle at some parts. My personal favorite part was the whole opening scene with the kids in the car, like them telling him to pull over. He's like, "You can't pull over anymore, man."
I'm already
Um,
pulled over.
yeah, I'm already pulled over. And the poor kid in the back just eating all the drugs. Uh,
Talk about opening scenes, right? That is a freaking awesome opening scene.
Yeah, I liked when they you knew shit was going down when they slammed on their brakes right in front of them and backed up too, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. Um, no, but for me, it's always a good movie. If it's on, I'm gonna laugh. So probably a solid seven slice for me for this movie.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Isaac, what about you? What do you think of it?
This is a movie that I saw back when it came out, and I never like I thought it was fine and good, but I never liked it as much as like everyone else did. For some like other people really like this movie and would quote it all the time.
It's it's a
I
star
would
movie.
never, yeah, I would never like. I'd be like, oh, it's funny, but never really got into it as much as them. But on the rewatch that I did this week, I did think I appreciated it a little more. My favorite part was actually the, the rivalry between the two police squads, and the best prank was they when they gave him that giant con candy at the ball game. That was hilarious. That was the best prank.
Yep.
Yeah, and I
Yep.
like I like the whole. I didn't really understand the whole of them like pulling over the German couple and them somehow ended up in an orgy with the police officer and his
It was
wife. I
random.
I didn't really get that transition.
Well, yeah, yeah. No, that was. It's funny they pulled them over. They were for anybody's reference. It was two German people that were stolen Porsche, and they were trying to do a joke with him, hey meow or whatever, and or no, they weren't trying to do the joke. They Rabbit went to do the thing, and Thorny had his kid in the car with him on like ride along day or whatever, and yeah, the lady tried to get out of the ticket the easy way, and so did the guy. They got arrested. So
Yeah.
it's Mittenauer, right?
They got arrested, but then somehow ended up in his house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it a
Speaking
lot.
of the meow, did you guys realize the guy in the car was Jim Gaffigan?
Oh yeah. Hey meow.
Who knew? Who knew that guy was in movies that long ago?
Oh dude.
I don't
Yeah,
think I even realized that on the rewatch.
this came out in
Yeah.
2001, right? So one was Hot Pocket. One was that. Did he hit it big with that?
I don't even know what that is.
So Hot Pocket, like you take a bite and it squirts you. That was his big thing in the night, like 2000s.
No
This is
idea.
No
Joe.
idea.
He was in Canandaigua. I went to see him once. That's what.
No.
Okay.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, he's
Canandaigua,
funny.
the
He's a funny guy.
CMAX Center, the
Mhm, mhm. He was good.
venue
but-
of, all the popular bands.
Yeah, it is.
So, in the whole meow thing, when he's like, you have one more, and he just goes back and shouts it at him. That made me chuckle a little bit, too.
Why not?
Yeah. Just to get that one up. No, it was a really good movie for me. I
I'll
think
go
two-
7 slices as well.
Yeah, 7. That's good.
Yep.
2 sevens, awesome.
And the cotton candy. I got it. Patrick.
It's so good.
Yeah, so my favorite part had definitely, besides the intro scene, the bear fucker. That was hilarious the first time I saw it. I think I was drunk. I don't remember, but it was great. Basically, he's trying to do a diversion so they can go steal the drugs from the camper, the Winnebago. I always say every time I see a camper now, I'm like, hey, that's a cool Winnebago. But they're trying to make a diversion, so Rabbit has a costume of a hunter effing a bear, and he's wearing it out in the woods, doing his thing, making it sound like he's effing a bear with a big stereo. And the Spurberry cops come out to try to stop him, and he's like, "I don't know if it's legal. It can't be legal. It's not right. We got to stop it or something." So that was a great scene. If you watch there's actually a secret scene at the end. If you watch it all the way through the credits, it's with the college kids. They show up on site as Spurberry PD because they're anybody that has watched this knows that the trooper station gets shut down, and the troopers become local Spurberry PD after they all get fired because they were all corrupt and drug dealer, except for Ursula.
Ursula, yeah.
Yep, Ursula. So they bust this party that the college kids were having, the same one from the intro, right? The stoners. And the stoners start picking at them, and finally they rip off their shirts and they're like, Spurberry PD, everybody against the law. And then it shows them having a party with them and throwing stuff at them, making them dink, dink, dink. It was funny. It was really cool. And then Farva throws a keg because, Farva.
Yeah, he's definitely something. I think I thought he was funnier the first time I watched the movie, but now I
Yeah.
thought the other guys were funnier, and he was a little more on the annoying side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. But yeah, it was all the characters were great. Epic. What are you doing for slices? I know.
Yeah, I'm
you're,
going to give it a solid 7 slices. So the
7?
7 today. We got lucky movies.
777. Yeah. Well, it is a lucky day because we're getting more sparkles and lost relics. So, yeah, it was an awesome movie. I enjoyed revisiting it. I think it was definitely along the lines in the early 2000s when all those comedy movies were coming out, and it was like the comedy era between Wedding Crashers and this and Sarah Marshall and all of that. So it went along with those things.
Mhm.
What is the whole premise of the second one? I haven't seen the second one.
The second one was basically, I think they were in Vermont or like right on the border of Vermont or something like that, or in Canada. I'm sorry. I got to look really quick. I haven't watched it in probably 6 years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I just never had an urge to
Oh.
watch it. Ursula is a police chief.
Yeah, they must provide law enforcement for a quinky French Canadian town that's transitioning to U.S. sovereignty. So there's
Okay, well,
basically a bunch of stuff going on with smuggling and whatever, as per usual.
we're just going to Canada to get French fries and gravy, man. That made me laugh though.
Almost made
I
it.
almost, yeah, almost made it.
Almost.
Yeah, I think, what was his name? The other guy in Ramrod that's not Farva, Ram, whatever.
Ramrod. Yeah, the
Uh,
rabbit.
yeah, no. Is it Rabbit? It's not Rabbit.
So there's Mac, who is the older guy. Well, not older, but the rookie was Rabbit. He was riding
There's
with
Graham check.
Thorny.
Yeah, Thorny. Thorny's the one I like. He made me chuckle quite a bit. I think he was my favorite part of it.
Yeah, Thorny's the leader of the Broken Lizards comedy thing. And I'll shout out to Brian Cox, the late great Brian Cox was in this movie. So he played the captain in this, and he had.
Oh, he
It
was
was
in a
funny
lot of
because
stuff.
he's a highly trained British actor. Like if you don't know, like he's a huge thespian, and he watch yourself, Rob. No,
I
he's
was
a
gonna say lesbian, huge lesbian.
thespian. He's a huge acting guy, like super hardcore. Like
I feel like I've seen him in a lot of stuff, but I can.
Yep.
He's just one of those actors where you're like, I've seen him a lot, and
Mhm.
but you can never remember the movies you've seen him in. It's the same thing with like Sydney Sweeney's Chest. I'm like, I've seen them a lot, but I can't remember any of the movies. So
Jesus.
um, yeah, he's a great actor. I always appreciated him in everything that he was in. Isaac, did you have any standout characters in the movie?
I not really, but I forgot how much this movie was about the relationship of the guy trying to get Ursula to date him. That was like a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of the movie. I didn't
I noticed
remember
that a little bit more.
It was like
Yeah.
the whole second part of the movie, right? Like, but
Yeah.
that was the whole premise for them getting involved and getting rescued. And
Yeah, to set up
Where-
the betrayal and all that. Yeah.
yeah.
She betrayed them when it was really who, you know.
One really important thing about this movie is just remember, patrol cars, you can't open the back doors from inside.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
know.
There's just
I
the
found
blank
that out.
look on both of their faces made me chuckle. Like, oh well, let's go. And then when I laughed when they got shut in the back of the semi. Oh, should have seen this coming. Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, should.
They're just like, man, we're the dumbest cops.
Yep. So,
Well,
yeah.
did you hear the part where he's getting up in there? He's like, "Okadilidokio, I'm a retard," or something like that.
Nope.
He's like,
I
jumps up in there.
knew that was going to happen, and it was great. And then when Thorny comes along and just makes fun of him for 10 minutes,
Yeah. Smells like sex in here.
happens to the best of us, boys. So it was a very good movie. I enjoyed it. I actually watched it this morning, as I do most of the movies, just to refresh myself on, before the podcast. We give ourselves 2 weeks to do the movies, but I do them the morning of, But yeah, next week is Isaac. What do you got for us, man? Do you know?
Oh, I wasn't planning on being next, but yeah, I can go. So let's take a turn back from comedies into something more serious. There's
Okay.
one genre we haven't really got into yet, and that's like the whole war movie genre.
Oh,
Okay.
So I want to go back to one of my favorite directors, Stanley Kubrick, and we're gonna watch Full Metal Jacket.
Oh,
whoa.
that should be a depressing one.
It's intense. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be an intense, depressing one. I'm gonna be honest here. I've never seen Full Metal Jacket. I've heard a lot about it, but I've never
You're
seen it. So
gonna-
I'm looking forward to it.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
horrified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
In a
I'm pretty
different way.
desensitized to stuff.
It's a different way than that, though. Yeah.
Of course.
This is
Um,
a psychology, like, also. This is like a super. It's really good. This is one of the best movies ever made. And Vincent D'Onofrio, or I can't say his last name, but he's really good in it, as well as Gunnar. R. Lee Emery is really good.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah,
It's a long one.
I'm
so
looking forward
get
to
some
checking it out,
time.
man.
2 hours long.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Playing
Maybe I'll have to
accordion.
watch that one the night before.
Here's the thing: since you're older, you'll like it. If you were a millennial and I tried to make you watch this, you would lose your shit.
Why?
We are millennials.
Are we? No, not millennial. What's the newer
Oh,
Zennials
X
or
or
X? Like if
Gen
you were
X.
born in 2001 or whatever,
Yeah.
and I made you sit down and try to watch this because I've noticed something lately, at least with my kids. Any of the older movies are so slow, like slow paced with not immediate gratification, like all the time, that they lose interest super quick. I mean, some are great, some work, but like even making them watch Star Wars, like they're like, oh, I like it. You know, my kid loves Star Wars, but you know,
yeah.
I think it's the whole too, like how the visuals of it as well. Like I
Mm.
don't, you can
Mhm.
definitely, even now, like I can definitely tell movies that were made in the '90s and early 2000s compared to, now. So
Yep.
it's interesting how everything changes, and how we thought our parents were idiots for watching these movies when they were younger, and
Dude,
here we are.
I gotta say something. We were in Isaac and me went to Universal on the last day of work when I was down there. We happened to be in the same place. And what was that ride where we're going through it? And they're like, "Oh, this reminds me of Polar Express." The graphics were so. Oh, it was the Frankenstein one, right?
Yeah, the first monster one, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it was so bad. But
Oh.
what you talk about with graphics and like the '90s and the 2000s graphics CGI stuff, what a freaky time, man! Oh, those
Yeah.
were scary graphics.
Go to Disney and look at some of the old animatronics and shit. So next thing you know,
Yeah.
you're in Five Nights at Freddy's.
Dude,
So-
well, we got to talk about that sometime too.
Absolutely. All right, gentlemen. I will see you next week for the main podcast. So, as always, be kind to yourselves, each other, and your insides, because pizza after midnight's a young man's game. Later.
Peace.
Happy Easter.